What's up,
happening?
ladies and
What's
gents?
up?
Happy October. I haven't really done anything on this channel in October except for like one video.
Oh yeah,
Hope
we haven't got the
everybody's.
October reviews.
I know, dude. I
I didn't even think about that. The
Me
Monstobers.
neither.
yeah.
Monstober, Craptober,
Craptober 2, I think. Right?
Tua.
Oh my
Talk to her.
God.
No matter how good
anyways.
this stream is, it's not gonna be as good as that. Let's be real.
Nah. We can try though.
we can attempt.
If we get 100 people in here, James will hug Tua.
I will. That's a promise. We're live on stream.
Okay. Yeah. This is
Off to a
great.
great start.
This is awesome. So happy October, everyone. Hopefully everybody's having a good October. Right now I have on Halloween 3 in the background as James has on the hoodie. Hunter's got on the shirt.
Halloween 3.
I got on Rob Zombie's shirt. It counts as Halloween, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Today's the anniversary, correct?
Yep. Season of the Witch, the best one besides the first one, in my opinion.
I don't know. I love Halloween 2.
I like 2 and 4.
I am a fan of
3 is my number 2.
I like 3. I think 3 is probably my 3 spot.
It's tough to me. For number 3, I always go back and forth between 2 and 4.
4 and 2. I think 1, 2, 3, and 4 are like in my opinion the top 4.
Those are easily the best, and then I think 2018, and then everything else is kind of like.
I do like 2018. I'm a fan of the new trilogy. I know some people are. I call them Halloween Nazis because they don't like anything.
I kind of want to rewatch Halloween Ends because I
bro,
hated
watch it
but
again.
Now I'm kind of like
watch it again and
good.
just completely just watch it as its own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I feel like if I did that, just like Halloween 3, I might be like, wait a minute, this.
I would say
good.
I mean, I remember before I even watched Halloween 3. I just remember seeing so much shit online about like, oh, it sucks.
Same.
Oh, it doesn't even have Michael in it. Oh, blah 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 blah. And then I watched it like with that going into my mind with like, oh, I'm not gonna expect Michael. I'm not gonna anything. And it has just like become one of my favorite horror movies.
Yeah, same.
Like it's just if you watch it, it's so good. But I like Halloween's. I'm not saying it's like the best movie ever, but I definitely don't think it's worth the crap that it was getting.
Yeah, I just rewatched it like 2 weeks ago or something. It's really good.
And Halloween Kills.
I like Halloween Kills.
I do too. Halloween
Kills is awesome.
That is like I mean, when you do a sequel or just another a middle movie to your trilogy.
Yeah, that's all you need.
You want kills. You want to see Michael fuck some people up, and that's legit in the name. One of the coolest kills I've ever seen in a horror movie is in that movie when the doctor, the nurse from the original one, she pulls the gun. No, I'm tripping. The couple in the car, and she pulls the gun out, and he hits the car door. It breaks her hand, and she shoots herself, which is one of the most creative kills, and one of the craziest kills I've ever seen in my life.
You know what's funny? Not too long ago, I was at my cousin's house, and that was on in the background. And I was like literally saying how that is one of my favorite kills in the new trilogy. And
it's probably my
creative kill that I've never seen.
Yeah.
Other than that,
it's probably. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any. I mean, I remember the spoiler alert. Halloween, the Halloween Ends, the first kill with the kid. That caught me so fucking off guard.
Yeah.
It caught me so.
Because that came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, you just see like. It's like, what?
Yeah,
all right.
Like, what just happened? The movie just quit? But I guess you will hear more of our thoughts as we discuss films tonight because we're going to be doing a tier list. This is something that I think would be pretty fun. And thank you, James, for coming on. By the way,
as far as I can remember, I think I've only ever done one tier list video on YouTube. And I know I've done it, but I can't remember what it was. It'll come to me at some point. But this is pretty much a first for me, especially on live. I've never done it live.
Yeah, no, I've only done one tier list too. I think the Megadeth video.
Let me see what it is, because I know I've done one, and I don't remember.
Are you sure we've never done one?
A tier list? I don't think so. I could be wrong.
You guys might have. I don't remember. I know I've never been on a stream to do one.
I don't know if we've technically done a tier list like you're formatted, like we have one right this night. But I feel like we've done something similar to it. I don't know. But if we have, it's been a while, and obviously we've seen more movies. So,
Yep.
And rewatched movies. Like, for example, I'm sure Evil Dead 2 will be on here. Me and Jackson watched that last night. And
Really?
yeah, and it just...
One of my favorite
it's such a
movies
good,
ever.
I just remember just forgot how batshit crazy it was. Because I hadn't seen it in, like, years. But I remember I really liked it. And, of course, but I just watched it again. It's just so fucking crazy. Just so fucking crazy.
I've only ever watched it once, and it was like right when I was getting into horror. So like I really need to rewatch it because it's been so long.
It's so crazy.
Dude, yeah, you should totally rewatch it now that you're like you've expanded your like film knowledge, and then when you go back to it, it's like
because
so
I've been
much
trying
better.
to go back to a bunch of like this month alone I've rewatched like Phantasm, Nightmare on Elm Street, The Ring, like a bunch of these movies that I haven't seen in years, and now I'm watching them. I'm like, dude, these are great.
Yeah.
This October's kind of been a mixture. So me and Jackson, mostly, I mean, a lot of the movies we've watched have been newer, or ones we haven't seen. So like we watched the 80s Trick or Treat movie, which we liked. What else?
Oh, the heavy metal, the Trick or Treat one. You mean?
Yes, that one. And then we watched Blood of Satan's Claw, which is actually really solid. It's a 70s witch cult horror or folky. It's kind of like, think of it like if Children of the Corn meets like
Witchfinder General,
something like that. Yeah, like just what other films we watched? We watched The Barn 2. The Barn 2.
The Barn 2.
Yeah, which
I
like. The first one's a lot better in my opinion, but honestly, respect. I mean, you get what you get, but it's really good.
Yeah, sure. Well, we can talk about
Poughkeepsie tapes.
Yeah.
Is that what Michael you're meaning? The Poughkeepsie tapes?
Yep.
The Portuguese tapes.
The Portuguese tapes.
Poughkeepsie tapes.
I don't know about the Portuguese.
Yeah,
tapes.
I have no idea how to spell it, so honestly,
I'm found.
The Portuguese tapes is as good as.
It's weird. It's New York. It's Poughkeepsie, New York.
I know
actually.
It's Poughkeepsie tapes, but I don't know.
Michael, I just thought about it. I think you're in New York, so I think it is Poughkeepsie, New York. I think it's where it takes place.
I watched Dark Knight of the Scarecrow the other day because it's one that Jackson's always been talking about. Yeah. So it's like, and I saw it on Shudder.
Oh, dude, it's good, ain't it?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun.
The only thing that I thought was like, okay,
don't watch the second one.
I wanted to see
the
Scarecrow. You don't see the Scarecrow like killing people. It's all like weird. I was like, that it would have been so much better.
It's kind of like a ghost Scarecrow thing.
But no one really talks about it that much.
Yeah.
I know. I think it's super underrated.
Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2.
Don't.
Because I remember. I just looked it up, and the first result was your review of it.
Oh,
and you're
really?
Like the only person on all of YouTube to have reviewed that movie.
That's kind of awesome.
Y'all didn't?
Yeah.
Bro, that movie, oh my God. And it was probably, was it like 2 hours, 2.5 hours or something like that?
Oh my God.
I think it was something stupid.
It was, because I looked it up and I remember seeing the runtime being like 2 hours or something. I was like,
bro, it was the longest 2 hours of my life.
There's like the trailer and I was like, nah.
There's a lot of movies that we watch, and it's just, I'm like, this blows. This is just not good. That one is like, it's not even like badly entertaining.
I kind of said this the other day. It was like, seriously, out of all the horror movies and movies in general that we've seen, that has to be one of the worst ever.
Yeah.
Like, respectfully. And because you know what? Remember how I challenged you to watch Sharks of the Corn?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I got a new challenge for you.
Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2.
There you go.
Oh God.
No, it actually really is terrible.
I watched a trailer for it because I just wanted to see like how bad it actually was. I'm like, let me see what the trailer said, and I immediately was like, no, this doesn't even look like a real. I don't even know what this is.
That is one of the lamest kills in the franchise. Halloween 3 at the beginning, when he's choking the guy out in the car, just like squishes him. He just One of the lamest. You were talking. I'm sorry. I laughed because I'm just like, dude, that was terrible. Like, I mean, it looks great. I'm watching it on Peacock. I have the 4K, but I mean, the Peacock one. I think it's the remastered one.
Oh yeah, because they had a Blu-ray release of it somehow.
Yeah.
I remember I saw that in your video. You're like, and if you want to watch it, it's on Blu-ray, but just don't.
Yeah.
I was like, fair enough.
Fair enough. One of the worst Blu-rays I've ever seen in my life was
God.
Night of the Living Dead, bro. Jackson got the 4K Criterion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Here, you can have my Blu-ray." I was like, "Oh, I bet." And so he said, "Just a warning, it doesn't look good." And I think because I compared it so much to the 4K, because he shows like, oh, I was like, well, he's like, we was watching the 4K, so we watched it. I was like, holy shit, this looks really good. He said, what does the Blu-ray look like? I haven't watched it in like a while. We put it on, dude. It literally looks like, and granted, it's a movie from the 60s, but this shit was like,
no,
like
that
a real
shit,
low budget from the 60s.
Well, the thing is, like, the Criterion is like the best transfer. They clean it all up. This was like they took the copy that they found on like a public domain VHS and just stuck it on the Blu-ray. There were scratches and jump. There was jump cuts like everywhere. It looked worse than DVD. It was.
I think that night, me and him went to Barnes and Noble or something, and I picked it up. I swear to God, we went to Barnes and I was like, I can't have a copy of this movie like this. I can't. So
because I got it and I was like, Hunter, this is one of the best 4Ks I've ever seen in my life, and it's also. Y'all know how much I love that movie. So I was like, you gotta see it. And he was like, oh my God, it does look cool. And then he's like, I have this old Blu-ray. I wonder what this looks like then. If it's much of a difference. And it was awful.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Because it was one of the first Blu-rays I bought in a long time. Yeah. Anyways,
nice.
Y'all ready hop in this tier list?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. That's what I like to hear. Let me figure out how I share my screen. Okay.
Dude, the trailer for Night of the Living Dead always makes me laugh because they say Night of the Living Dead like a million times. And each time there's a longer pause. So like at the end of the trailer it's like night. And then there's like a 30-second pause and each goes of the living dead. It's like, bro.
Okay, can you all see the screen?
Yep.
Okay, so what we have here is our tier list. Of course, S to F, and also a have not seen category. There's a lot of movies on here. A lot of movies. I did not make this list. This is one that I just found. But there's a good variety. I think this is one of the better ones. So, yeah.
Dude, there's a lot. I feel like I've seen most of those, though. I was looking.
Yeah.
From first glance, I've seen probably 95%.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess let's just start from the beginning and go down.
So, how are we going to determine? Like, so are we all going to take a vote and make if one of us doesn't agree, like debate about it, or say me and James haven't seen nothing, or say you and James hadn't seen nothing and I have? Are we just going to go off my vote? You know what I'm saying? If the other person hadn't seen it.
I think we should do that for ones that like, if I've seen a movie that you guys haven't.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Just do that. I think that's just easier.
That's what I mean. Like if we haven't seen it, then we'll just go on your vote. But other than that, we'll vote. I'm sure
the rest. Yeah.
So for this first one right here, I believe this is Saw 4.
Saw 4.
I have no idea. I don't think I've seen Saw 4.
I have not seen Saw 4. Start off hot.
I've seen Saw 4.
James?
I've seen
James, I think this one might be on you.
Okay. So how are we doing? Like,
describe, like, talk about it for a second.
It's obviously, it's not an S tier. It's not an A tier. It's between B and C because it's not the first three. It's not as good as the first three. But it's got a lot of the most, like, memorable kills in the series. Like, the one where the girl gets, like, scalped is in this one. The one where like the couple has to like pull the like rods out of each other is in this one. I think
Shit.
we could put it C tier for now, but maybe depending on how it measures up with the rest,
fine
we could
with
put it up to
that.
B.
So, as a Saw movie, you would say it's pretty, high.
Yeah, it's one of the better Saw movies, but it's not one of the best Saw movies. Like, there's a number of them that are better, so I'll go with C for now.
Let's go right. Yeah, I'm just putting C just to.
And of course, as we put more films in here, this could even move down, move up. It could be a lower C or a higher C, depending on the other films. So, okay. Saw 4, C tier.
Yeah.
And I can already tell you guys, I have not seen this next one. The Curse of La Llorona.
Oh, yeah, I've never
Is
seen
that the original one or like the one that came out?
Has anybody else seen
a few years ago?
Have not seen.
No, this is the James Wan Conjuring universe one.
Oh no, I have not. Unfortunately, I've seen every other freaking James Wan. No, that's a lie. Conjuring. I haven't seen the. Believe it or not, I have not seen the Nun movies. Sue me.
I haven't either. I've only seen the first Conjuring. I just.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta watch the Annabelles and the Conjuring 2. Third one's alright.
Annabelle used to terrify me. There's like a. Annabelle used to scare me so much as a kid. It's like I almost don't want to watch it. I know they're probably not that scary, but it's just like.
Hey, no, Conjuring 2 was creepy. I remember that came out. I don't remember what year it came out, but I remember seeing that in theaters and going home being spooked. I was like, this is creepy.
Elm Street
remember
3
being
I
pretty
just watched
scared
recently too.
Yeah,
I
want to
2
watch
weeks ago.
this. I want to watch this season. So why don't we just go ahead and move on up? Nightmare on Elm Street 3. To me, this is at least an A tier.
Okay, here
we'll
go by.
It's not my favorite, but it's A tier is cool.
We'll go by Jackson, me, and okay. So Jackson, you say A?
Yes, I at least say A. To me, because I think it's debatable with the original.
To me, I love Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. I love Dream Warriors. I think it's the second best in the series behind the first one. I think what Freddy is in that movie is pure Freddy and his character. To me, I just seeing the rest of this list, it would be hard for me because I know there's other movies that are like A's and then there's like S's, you know what I mean? Like there's like, I'm not going to say anything because we'll get to it. I say I'm thinking B, like a high B.
I just rewatched this and I also agree with B, but it's also because Elm Street 3 is not my favorite. Like I get why it's people's favorite, but my order ranking goes the first one, the second one, and then the third one. So I personally would go with B because it's really great, but I think there's other movies in the series alone that are better than it. So it's a B for me.
Yeah.
But...
And that doesn't mean it's not a good movie. I mean,
it's a great movie.
It's one of my favorite movies, or favorite horror movies. But I'm trying to think of this like unbiased. You know what I mean? So, super fun.
That's fair.
Movie.
I think.
And guess what? If you put an A, that wouldn't hurt my feelings either. Really, if you put an A, it would not hurt my feelings either. It's arguably,
Oh, The Fly. Oh God.
The Fly remake, the Cronenberg, Jeff Goldblum, classic.
I'm trying to think. Are we gonna go in order again? Actually.
All right, Jackson, you go first.
Okay. Ooh.
Or I can go. It doesn't matter if you can't think.
Yeah. I got something too.
Oh. No. Well, okay. I'll just give my thoughts real quick. This is a remake that, like The Thing, was so good people didn't even know original existed. I mean, I love Jeff Goldblum, and since he's already kind of a weird guy, this is like makes perfect sense. And Cronenberg, awesome, great special effects. I'll never forget the first time I watched it. I was grossed out by all the fly effects from using the teleporter. I'd say A, but I can easily see this being B. So A or B for me.
Okay, so I am going to agree with A. I think honestly it could go also high B, very, very, very low S. You know what I mean? I mean,
I
this is
agree.
quintessential Cronenberg body horror, and it doesn't make I mean, the body horrors. Yeah, it was one thing. So the movie doesn't rely on the shock value. The development from the Doctor, and of course Gina Davis in it, who's great, alongside Jeff Goldblum. I think the sequence throughout the movie where his transformation, uh, his physical acting, and I just think it's Cronenberg at its best, and I mean it's one of the best body horror movies ever. But again, like I said, it doesn't rely too much on the makeup, which I gotta admit is some of the best practical makeup, in horror movie history, or just film in general. And yeah, I think it's very credible and to sit at A.
Yeah. I think there's an argument that could be made that this is even an S tier, because I think this movie's amazing. But I don't want this to be one of those tier lists where it's like the whole thing is just S.
Right.
But I think B tier. I think giving it a B would be doing it a disservice, because this is like legit. This is one of the greatest remakes, horror or otherwise. I think it's really good. The body horror effects, the characters, the slow like development and descent of Jeff Goldblum and everything. I think this is definitely an A tier, easy A tier for me.
I agree.
All right, I like it. So let's see what we. Oh my God. Okay, so y'all know what I'm gonna say for this one.
I just recently.
To me, this is an S tier film.
Yeah, I agree.
Just recently we rewatched it, and oh my God, it still holds up, and it just gets better every single time I watch it. Claude Rains, you want to talk about Descent into Madness? That's like one of the best ever descents into madness, because you don't. It's all voice, so all the emotion is in his voice, but you still see him and he's wrapped up in bandages, but you can still tell when he's pissed or when he's sad or when he's angry. It's a fantastic performance. James Well, the setting and the atmosphere is great in the winter. I love this movie. S tier. I'll shut up.
Well, I will lose this vote anyways. Now, before I get stoned, I do think it is worthy of S tier. Okay, and it's one of the greatest horror movies ever. But I think there are other S tier movies, even Universal movies, that are more worthy of S tier. Not saying this one isn't. Like I said, this could be. I mean, it's S tier on our list because 2v1, and I'm okay with that. Me personally, I would put it in A. That has nothing. I mean, Claude Rains, of course, one of the best performances in a horror movie ever. I just don't feel. I mean, it's super good. Like I said, we watched it the other day. I didn't realize how funny it was, and a lot of it takes place in this one setting and area, like his Descent into Madness. I just feel like there's a lot other stronger horror movies, and again, not trying to be showing too much favoritism towards one thing. So I would put an A, but I'm completely fine with this.
Well, I just pulled up because I have a list on Letterboxd of I listed my top 100 all-time horror movies, because I want this list, like my vote, to be like as accurate as possible to how I actually feel. And The Invisible Man to me is S. I got it ranked here at number 17 all time out of like the 500 I've seen, and I think that it's just like you got to think about it for a time, like for the time, the effects that like he literally is invisible. Like there are moments like when he unwraps himself, like I have no idea how they did that. Like people were probably mind blown back then. Even I was the first time I watched it. I was like, dude, like he's.
No, I agree. No,
like,
that's another thing. Yeah, I mean, what Jackson knows how they did it. They did like the three.
So what they had to do, they had like 3 different shots of like the same thing, but they would have like this black like tar kind of paint thing that would like dissolve once when you mix all 3 of the films together in the editing process. And it like it's a very weird, complicated technique that they pulled off, and I don't know how they knew that would work, but definitely a lot easier to do nowadays. So yeah.
I'm looking at my list to see like also compared to other Universal monsters if there's others that I would put over it. There's only like in terms of S tier, there's probably 3 movies in the Universal monsters that I would go like easily S tier, and this is one of them.
And that's I'm about to say one of the reasons, because I know
I
there's
agree.
3. There's probably 3 or 4 off the top of my head that I would prefer, maybe 5 that I would prefer over Invisible Man. They all could be S tier, honestly. Besides maybe The Mummy. Again, when I think of S, I think of like masterpieces or just like, you know, I don't know. No hate to this. Again, I'm high A, so but we're gonna rock with S, and I'm completely okay with that.
Okay, so next up is
Saw
5.
I've seen it.
I
think,
okay,
have you guys seen
James,
it?
you go ahead and go because I have not seen it. No.
This is one where it's like you know how like Saw 2 is like they're all in like a room and it's all like different people playing the game and like the same, like they gotta go from room to room and figure stuff out. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like there are cool kills. The ending kill I think has one of the coolest like kills in the series, but other than that, it's kind of like one like the big twist in the end. How they all have the twist is that like the rooms were designed in a way where if they had all got along, they all could have survived. But it's like the most obvious, like like there's one thing where they had to like crawl through in this like tunnel, and the tunnel was just like very obviously big enough to fit everyone, but only like 3 of them make it through. And it's like, well, yeah, I just
No, we only have room for 3. I think I can. I think I can fit in there. No.
It's not the worst in the series, but like, it's not one of the best. I think where it is right now, D tier. I think that's fine. Because it's not better than 4.
That's good with me. Okay, now Hunter, is that good with you? I'm assuming.
Yes, it's fine. Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I have no.
No.
Yeah.
So for this next one, Cabin in the Woods, I'll just give my thoughts real quick. I thought it was very innovative. It's one of the better modern horror films. But for me personally, I'd say it's B tier.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on this, Jackson. If you haven't seen this movie, it is such a fun. It's so fun.
It's very.
I mean, it follows all these horror tropes, and it has a good twist or a good spin on the horror trope. And the ending is, I mean, it just doesn't play the audience's expectations, but also is a satisfying ending at the same time. Yeah, I remember I'd seen like the poster and stuff for this movie. I'm like, it just seems like one of those like, you know, movie, like early mid 2000s movies, horror movies that like, you know, cash grabs. But then I watched it and I was like, dude, this is so good. It's so good. But yeah, I'm cool with B.
I'm fine with B too. It's one of those where like it's really good. I've seen it once, but it, like I've never really even thought to like watch it again. Yeah. So it's good, but it's never been like one of my favorites. So I think B tier.
Yeah, it's like if it's on, you'll watch it type of thing.
Yeah, like it's cool.
It's
but,
fun.
Like,
it's super. Yeah, I think it's hilarious. I can't think of the dude's name. The dad from Step Brothers. He's in it. He was also in. Oh my God, what's the movie we watched? Witches of Eastwick. I don't know if any of y'all seen that. He's in that movie as well, but this one he's a lot funnier. And he's the one that's kind of behind the whole thing and controlling and what. And they had the chalkboard. He's like, all right,
Thor's in it too, right?
Chris Hemsworth, yeah. Who else is? I don't know.
Sigourney Weaver's in it too at the end.
Yeah.
Sure.
she's one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
not to spoil it, not to tell you, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
No, it's
My bad.
okay. I mean, it's been
Uh,
out. What,
Next
2015 did
up,
it come out? Something like
we
that.
have
Wes Craven's
Double chip
we have
chocolate.
another nightmare film on the list.
New Nightmare.
I'd say this is one of the better ones as well, but I do not think it is better. It's one of the better ones in the franchise, but to me, it's still like a far away from part 3.
I'm gonna say this because I'm thinking about it now. I can't remember too much, so I'm going to look into my my letterbox to see what I did, what I gave it.
I'll
Okay.
give my thoughts because it's to me, this one I'd go with a C tier, because it's fun,
Yeah.
it's a good movie, but it was never one of the most rewatchable ones. Like once you've seen it once, it's like that's cool, but there's no like there's barely any kills, there's barely any Freddy. Like it's a good concept and it's a good movie, but it's another one to me like Cabin in the Woods where it's like I've only seen it once and I've never really like really cared enough to go back and rewatch it because I already know like what it's about. And yeah, it's also not to me as good as 3, so I'd go with a C.
Is this the one that's like it's like kind of like the fourth wall breaking where they're like
Yeah.
film?
Yeah,
Oh,
Heather
okay.
Langenkamp is Heather Langenkamp, and like
Yeah.
like it's cool,
Yeah,
but like once you've seen it, it's like all right.
On Letterboxd, I gave it I think a 3 stars. I just looked. So
Yeah.
from what I remember, I think I liked it or I enjoyed it. I'm trying to remember some more of it. But yeah, I think C tier. I don't think it's as good as
Would
Nightmare
you
on
say
Elm
it's
Street.
better than Saw 4? Is it
Yeah,
better
I
than Saw
don't.
4 though?
Ooh. Yeah, I'd say it's better than Saw 4.
Okay, cool.
I would say I can't sit here. I've seen.
There you go.
I don't think I can say it's better than Nightmare 3 or Cabin in the Woods, but
Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
think it is.
it's one again. If it's on, I mean, I'm not going to turn it off, but I'm not going to go
exactly.
seek out and turn it on either,
Mhm.
unless I have some kind of
Okay,
reason to.
this one, horror comedy. A great film by a great director with a great cast. Very funny. I've only seen this, I want to say like one time, but from what I remember, I really enjoyed it. Probably need to rewatch it, but I'd say it's an A tier. Shaun of the Dead. What do you guys think?
Well, I've never seen it personally, but I've only ever heard good things about it, so it's fine with me.
I think high S tier, low S tier, high A tier. I think it's one of the best, if
You
not
think
the best,
better than The Fly?
2000s. Do what?
You think
We
it's
give
better
it-
than The Fly?
It's debatable. It's such hard to pick which one's better,
Yeah,
just
that's a
because
tough one.
they're different, but also, I mean, I think the Shaun of the Dead's one of the best, and again, arguable of one of the best movies of the 2000 horror movies, even movies in the 2000s. It kind of created this, new thing. Not created, but kind of brought back the real buddy. I mean, in itself, a buddy comedy horror. It's so creative. Edgar Wright, and you see what he does. He is now. Yeah, I'm
Right.
cool. I'm cool with A.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good spot.
Yeah.
Like again, it's
Cool.
really good, and I probably deserve, or I probably should like rewatch it at some point, but I just never really had like the urge to, even though I know people love it. So next, Nightmare 5. This one kind of stinks.
I have a.
Um,
I think
I gotta look
I
at
have
my
a weird
letterbox.
opinion on this one. I personally
well,
think this is
you go. Let's hear it.
Oh, I personally think that this is the worst in the series. This is like unwatchable. For me, this would be F tier. Like straight up, this is garbage. Like even like if we get to like part 6, I'd argue that even that's like E. This is I can't watch this movie. This like Super Freddy,
Freddy's dead.
the kid, no, the fifth one. This one that we're talking about.
Dream Child.
Dream
Oh.
Child, yeah. Dude, this movie sucks. Freddy, there's like some kid in it that like turns into Freddy at the end, and he's like, "I'm Freddy now." It's like, dude, I can't watch this.
Is this
Like,
the,
it's
oh
one
my
of the
gosh.
only movies that I can't do.
Is this the one where the he like draws the kill or whatever? It's like a one of the kids.
That's That's the one moment in the film that's cool.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I fucking remember.
That's the only good part
That's
about it.
the only thing.
Everything else is
this
just
the one
so
where,
lame.
Oh my god, no, I think that's the other one with the where it was like this cringy ass run. It was like a Jackson. No, I think I might have been the fourth one. That might be the fourth one. I don't know. But then the fourth one or fifth one, there's this one she does, and it's one of the cringy. She like slams like, it's so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm cool with high E, low D.
Yeah, I'm fine with E tier. If it was my personal list, I'd go F. But I know that there's probably maybe worse that you guys might disagree.
I don't know what's on this list, so or all on this list. So
Yeah,
we're
I haven't like looked too much on what films are on here, but just so far,
To
this is
me,
definitely
this
the
is
worst.
just one of my least favorite horror movies ever. So that's why that's why I'd vote F.
usually if I can't remember literally anything from it, usually means I wasn't that into it.
Yeah.
And I think you compare it to the other Nightmare movies, it's not even,
It's just
Yeah.
I know most people think that 6 is the worst. To me, it's 5.
Jackson just slipped that up there, just slipped it on it.
I mean, are we gonna argue?
Night of the Living Dead. We don't even need to talk about it.
Yeah,
it's
it's Night of the Living Dead, dude. It's like there's gonna be a couple of these where it's just it's S.
I'll let Jackson talk about it because
I think it's probably better.
Let me look. Oh, I have Invisible Man.
I talked about it.
I have Invisible Man ranked at 17 and Night of the Living Dead ranked at 18. So.
Oh
wow. I mean, I'm fine with either way.
I'm fine with either way too. It doesn't matter.
These films are me pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And there's.
Hunter, you decide then.
Yeah.
What would it be? Like, what am I deciding between? It shouldn't be a decision. It should be an S.
Well, between which one is first on the list?
Oh! I thought you were like, what night? I was like, why would it not be an S?
No,
okay.
It's like a B tier, maybe.
In my opinion, no. I'm just not that big into it. Okay, actually, I've not seen it.
Yeah. It actually sucks.
No, I think I think it's better than Invisible Man. Again, everybody probably thinks I'm shitting on the Invisible Man. I am not.
I think I like the Invisible Man a little bit more, but I think Night of the Living Dead is probably a better movie for like what it did and what it spawned and
more rewatchable too. Yeah. And I think what I can't really make that either because I was gonna say what Night of the Living Dead did for horror and the zombie, like the whole zombie subgenre. Yeah. But again, Invisible Man with its effects, it was transcendent. So, I mean, honestly, either one. But if I was me, I would say Night of the Living Dead first. And I think Jackson would too.
It's definitely got a bigger legacy, I think. If we were saying Night of the Living Dead versus Dracula or Frankenstein, then that's more of a debate. But I think Night of the Living Dead over the Invisible Man is cool.
All right.
Okay, now we have a shout out to Night of the Living Dead. Y'all know how I feel about that. So now we have an interesting one. Terrifier, the first one. Yeah. So for me, this is my computer's being so slow. A C tier. Just because, it's independent, low budget. It's kind of boring at some times, but you also have the introduction. Technically, it's not the introduction of art, but it's the first Terrifier film, in which 2 and 3 has done huge numbers, and art has become a huge icon now. I think they're both better than the original. In some parts, because I think the end of 3 just kind of got way too all over the place, but I had great kills and awesome setting. But 2 is just like pure art, like what you would think. But so I think it's C tier personally. I think it's 6 out of 10 C tier.
I'm gonna rock with C tier as well. I've actually been I don't know if I've been on the record, but I think I've definitely told you that I think out of all Hallows Eve, everything, Damien Leone or whatever, all the Terrifier trilogy, I think I prefer this one out of the three, just because the other two just get so deep into lore that is not like the second one is about 30 something odd minutes, maybe even longer of I would think would be unnecessary stuff. And then the third one, which they're all fun. I'm not taking anything away from them, but this feels more just like your typical slasher, and it doesn't get too complicated and deep into the lore of the stuff. And I think that's where 3 got caught up. It was really solid, and then it just kind of took like a drop off. And then 2, again, same thing. It was solid, and then just kind of like skirted into a whole nother direction, which is fine. Some people are into it, some people are not. I kind of tend to lean the other way of not being that into it. Doesn't mean it's not good, but I think the Terrifier, when it comes to what art is and the slashery is, I think the first one, just the grittiness, and also respect it's independent. Not the other ones are not, but this one, yeah.
I was gonna say C tier too, because my personal ranking of them would be 2, 1, 3, and then All Hallows Eve. I think it's just a good the first one is just a nice throwback to kind of like old splatter films. Like, it's gritty, it's dark, it's like kind of just to the point.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's only like 85 minutes or something, and like it's also kind of like psychological too, in a way that 2 and 3 aren't. Like, there's a lot of questions like, is he supernatural? Like, what is this a human? Is it like, what's all going on here? And I think it's just a nice, it's not the best ever made, but I think it's still very decent, especially for like a modern horror movie, like kind of throwback kind of thing. C tier is cool with me. That's what I would have said.
Okay, cool. This next one, watched not too long ago for the first time.
Christopher, the Foo Fighters,
Stephen King.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah, the Foo Fighters.
I think I get it.
Christopher Walken. I'd probably give it a B. Maybe where this is at might be in front of Cabin in the Woods. But he's great in this. Really cool story. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh wait,
it might be better than Cabin in the Woods.
You got to put Terrifier above Saw 4. Also.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have no judgment because I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But if I had to guess which one I would prefer, no, I'm just playing. I'm cool with Dead Zone at being B too. I really like Dead Zone. I thought it was a very cool concept. Is this Stephen King or am I tripping?
I think
it's Stephen King.
I've never seen it.
I mean, you've never seen it? Oh, it's super. What's it on? It's on something. We watched it this year. It's a cool concept. Christopher Walken.
It might be on Prime. It might be on Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a solid movie. It's a good horror movie. I don't know if I'd rather watch Cabin in the Woods just because I think it's more rewatchable. Dead Zone,
then we'll just
it's good. I think it deserves to be in B.
Mm.
But B, high C, low B.
leave it where it's at then. Now this is one that this is one that I haven't seen. Jennifer's Body, the famous Ken Carson song. Has anybody else seen this?
I have not.
I've never seen it either.
Sorry, Jennifer Bodies fans.
I don't think I've seen the next one either. Is that Let the Right One In or something?
No, I have not either, but that is one that I need to watch. Because I know it has...
Yeah,
I know people love it.
I want to watch it.
I know people love it.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would put that in A or S tier. I've never seen it as well. But Next one is an awesome sequel. I freaking love this movie. Shoot, this is gonna be hard. Low A, high B. What do y'all think? Evil Dead Rise.
I'm saying B.
I'd give it high B as well. It's not to me. This is might be my least favorite Evil Dead movie, but they're all so good that it's still like really like great.
Yeah, I like that spot.
Like they're all just that's a good spot.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise is killer, dude.
Okay,
it was one of my favorite, if not my favorite
awesome
horror movie from
movie,
last
dude.
year. I think it was last year, right?
I think
came
so.
out.
Yeah, I didn't watch too
I
many.
mean, the
horror movies
opening
like
of
that.
it is just crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
it's
like
definitely,
when the
it is
title
definitely
like
mine.
comes up.
Oh
on the
my
thing, dude.
gosh.
Oh my god!
I remember when me and Jax went to go
Yes.
see it in the theaters, and that happened, and I just looked at him, and I was like,
Dude, yeah.
I was like, this is it.
I was worried at
Yeah,
first. I was like,
no.
"What, Evil Dead in a high rise? This is gonna be dumb." And then it was like, "No, that was amazing."
And then it cuts back.
Yeah,
I
it's-
mean, okay, movie's been out for a while. Then it like kind of does a full circle moment to the girl at the
Yeah.
beginning at the end, which I always enjoy a little a circle around. Yeah. There goes Tom Atkins cheating on his wife.
Okay, H2O.
Listen, I will say low C, high D.
I actually really like this movie. I really like this movie, to be honest. It's actually, I think it's kind of underrated. I just don't know what you all feel about it, because to me personally, this could be low C.
I said high or low C, high D, depending on what James want to do. I remember when I watched Halloween 2 for the first, or Halloween H2O for the first time on Fear Fest back in a while ago. Now every time I've rewatched it, I mean, it's not as bad as people. I mean, it's definitely not the worst in the series, not the best. I think it's enjoyable. It's very fall aesthetic
It's
movie.
in California.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a low C, high D. If it is D, it's definitely, I can't say definitely, but I would assume it'd be above Saw 4 maybe. If it's in C, it'd probably be, I don't know. I haven't seen the Saw one, so we'll let James decide this one.
I was also going to say the same thing. It's like, it's weird. Even in the Halloween series, it's like probably like 6 or 7 of them that I'd watched before this. But there's also a lot. It's nowhere near the worst. I'm trying to think of it compared to like Terrifier is.
I know that's what I'm sitting here like thinking about it. Like in my mind, I'm just thinking about rewatchability, and I'm just like, I think
it's
H2.
pretty
if you want me to be honest, I'd probably rewatch this more than Cabin in the Woods.
I think it's more rewatchable than it is actually good, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm cool with D, high D.
Yeah, I
doesn't mean it's not enjoyable though.
I think Saw 4 is probably better, but I think we could do high D, but as long as it stays like the number one of the D.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
Okay,
and that doesn't mean it's not a good. I mean, it doesn't mean it's not enjoyable. Okay, it is a very enjoyable movie. It's an enjoyable Halloween movie. Yeah.
And there's gonna be other Halloween movies too that are gonna be a lot higher, I think. And a lot that are going to be lower, maybe.
So, this next one we have Us. Jordan Peele's sophomore film. I'm kind of conflicted about this one. Because Get Out is amazing. Us is really good. And to me, Nope is amazing. So, to me, this is his worst film that he's done so far, but it's not bad at all. I think the plot kind of has some holes and can be a little like, oh, really? Like, that's what we're doppelgangers? Okay. Kind of has some holes a little bit, but I still really like the film. I love everything he's done. So to me, this could be low B or high C. Like the drink.
I was thinking the same thing. I actually think Us is B category worthy, and if not low C, or I mean high C. I think the idea of doppelgangers. I can't think of another horror movie that's kind of really used that idea as its main plot point. I think it's very creative. It can get okay. I found like such like a dummy saying this, but it can get confusing at some points to a viewer.
No, no, that's fair.
The performances,
Fair,
Lupita
it's a little
Nyong'o, Winston Duke, amazing. What he's able to, I mean,
Oh yeah, great performances.
one of the coolest. The I got 5 on it. That whole making that song kind of gave this style to Jordan Peele about using songs and making it like a scary, making it a little creepy, like 808 kind of thing to it. And way he involved the violence and the I mean, it's still. I mean, the ending is kind of. I still don't know how I feel about it. So that's the only part. Like, besides that, I think some of like the story's good. It's just the entanglement between, the people under the ground and the people above the ground, kind of gets tangled up a little bit. But I think it's a super smart movie. Yeah, I'm cool with either B or low B or high C, but if it was B, I think I'll probably put it above. Actually, no, I'm cool with it being. I don't know.
I'd go with B personally. I'm just looking at it compared to the others. I think to me it's better than all the C's.
Yeah, now I'm looking at it. It definitely does not
I'd put it
deserve
above
to
Cabin
be.
in the Woods. I'd put it in between Cabin in the Woods and Evil Dead if it was for me. But this is I think to me a easy B tier. I like it a lot.
That's I was in the same boat as you. Now definitely now looking at C, I don't think it deserves to be with those 3. Not that those are bad, but I still think
if it was C, it's definitely the best one.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, like I said, to me this go either way. I've only watched it, I think, just seeing it in the theater for the first time, and that was it.
I watched it.
But I still respect the hell out of it, though.
Two times, maybe 3. And there's still some parts I get caught up on confusing. Even if you go watch YouTube, Us Explained, it's still like, and even Jordan Peele, it's up for people's interpretations of things. But yeah.
All right. So that leads us with an underrated one, in my opinion, of this franchise, Friday the 13th, Part 5.
To me, this is like a top 3
this
Friday
could
the
go.
13th.
Ooh. Okay.
What are we feeling, guys?
So
what are we feeling?
What are we? What are we feeling
here? To me, this is one of the best Friday the 13th movies.
I agree.
This is like a top 3. If top of C tier is cool with me. It's got like some of the best kills, and also some of the most frequent kills. Like, even though like it's not Jason or whatever, it's like, if it was Jason, I feel like this movie, like, that's the only reason why people don't like it. If this was Jason, this would be like regarded as one of the best in the series by far.
I think
it's really good.
I think what they did for the 5th movie. Sorry about get my charger. I think what they did for the 5th movie gets it, like, once Jason kind of got drained out, they're like, okay, we need to give a break for a second from Jason. The story they used without using Jason in itself was, I mean, ideal. Like, I mean, I don't know what you could have done better to like involve that same kind of vibe of the Friday movies, and without Jason, and I think they capture it well. But again, it's one of my favorite Fridays. Actually, I think it's in like top 5 or whatever, maybe top 4 or 5.
So,
I'm cool with that placement.
I mean, to me, this could even go B tier, because my personal favorite slasher franchise is Friday the 13th, and I rewatch pretty much all those movies maybe once a year or 2 years. So I'm fine with wherever this goes, because I really enjoy it.
I do like it. I don't think personally it's B tier, and now that again doesn't mean that's not good or anything. But I'm cool with right there.
Like,
put it.
That's where I'm.
Like I'm also trying to be like, okay, cool. I'm also trying not to be like, yeah. So B tier. Okay, another Saw movie, Saw the Final Chapter.
It's all you, brother.
James.
Is this the 7th one? This one gets a lot of hate. I
I have
don't
no idea.
think it's this one is yeah, this is the 7th one. This is the one that's in 3D. It gets a lot of hate, but I think it's better than most people give it credit for. I think it's cool. I think it's got some memorable kills and stuff, but it's not the best. I'd probably put it D tier. I don't between 5 and 7. I don't probably below 5, I guess. I think it's fine. Like most people say that like the worst are Saw 7 and Jigsaw. I think Jigsaw is way worse than 7, but it's still not like amazing or anything. So bottom of D is fine with me.
All right. So for this next one here, I think I know what we're all gonna say.
Yeah, this is one of the
It
other
is
3.
S tier.
This is one of the 3 that I'd put S tier.
Frankenstein from 1931. Yes. Now, where does this rank in S tier?
I'm cool with Deuces. While he's gone, well, we know. I think it should be rather above Night of the Living Dead or after it. I'm cool with either. If it was my list, Frankenstein's one of my favorite. It's my favorite monster. I think it's the best Universal monster movie. Again, just my opinion. I mean, the character of Frankenstein has become such a iconic figure. And just like Bela Lugosi's Dracula, when people think of the character, they think of them.
Yeah.
Night of the Living Dead, of course, it's a fucking classic, and it's an S tier. I don't know. You can go either way, though.
For me, I think like I prefer The Invisible Man as a movie, but at the same time, like Frankenstein's impact, like it's Frankenstein. Like I think it should be. I'd put it in between the 2.
And again, I gotta kind of take out the favoritism of it and just see it from bird's eye.
Yeah.
I still think it's better than Invisible Man.
Yeah. I like The Invisible Man more, but if we're taking it like more objectively, Frankenstein's probably above.
Right?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I gotta get a new computer, bro. It's so slow. But anyway, so S tier, where do we say? I'm sorry.
We said it's the #1 movie ever.
Yep, it's the greatest ever made.
Now it's
Okay.
playing. We said above Night of the Living Dead. We said we said either way.
I said in between. If it was me, I'd put it in between the.
I'm fine with in between. It's still S tier. Doesn't
It doesn't. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm fine with whatever. I'm gonna try to actually try something here real quick. You guys just keep talking.
Tom Atkins. What part? Are James? Are you watching Halloween 3 too?
Oh no, I watched it like probably like last week.
I got it on now, and Tom Atkins, man.
Tom Atkins.
What a stud. Oh, there's Jackson. Hey. Oh my God, it's us. It's Doppelganger.
Oh no.
Oh my God, I'm seeing it. Oh my, this is trippy. What the fuck?
What the?
This is so weird. Oh, I was tripping, bro, because it was like lagged, and I thought like he was moving, and this one wasn't.
I'm gonna try to get
in
this,
your opinion, which one's
like,
the coolest mask?
What?
In Season of the Witch, which one's the coolest mask?
Oh, I always thought the pumpkin was probably the coolest.
Yeah, I agree.
I like
Halloween.
I like the skull
what day is
too.
it? 21st or 22nd? 9 more days till Halloween. Halloween is on is it Friday? No, Thursday this year, right?
It's Thursday, yeah.
So next year it'll be on a Friday.
Yup. That's gonna be mint.
Nice. I mean, yeah, I can't wait because the past few years it's I've had work or something like the next day,
Yeah.
and it's been kind of just like, you know,
Mhm.
because I hung out with Jackson, but I'm kind of trying to make it if I can the PTO work for that time, just because like I don't really take off around Christmas and Thanksgiving and whatever, just because we get so much time off anyways.
Yeah.
But Halloween to me is very important. It's my second favorite holiday.
What's
You
your
know,
first?
Christmas,
Oh
arguably
yeah,
first,
Christmas.
depending on. I don't know, Christmas is its own thing. Halloween is just like it's just the culture. I mean, again, it's not like I don't know how it is where in Boston. Here, it's kind of died down. I think it might have been like that
Yeah.
everywhere, which kind of sucks. Last year, it's sad to talk about. Me and Jackson, we were in my garage, and it was freezing cold, and well, not too bad. And I had this heater on, and I brought out this like iPad, but it was like big, and I had movies playing for us to watch, and we were handing out candy. And dude, it was just like we had maybe like 20 people, 25 people total the night. We were out there for a while. We watched like 3 movies. Watched like Cat People, uh,
Oh yeah, cat people.
a few other movies, and it was just like people would like drive up, drop their kids off, they run, trick or treat, and go their money, and then go right back to the car. Uh, I don't know if it was a weather thing or just people are just like not into it anymore.
Mm.
All I know is if when I have a kid, if I had blessed with a kid, I will try my best to make sure they trick or treat.
Yeah.
I will try my best. Even if they know motherfuckers out there, nobody's having candy, no nothing. I will go. We
Still
will
do
go
it.
house to house, even if
Yeah.
they're like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?" Where I'm not. I have no candy. It's not even Halloween.
Okay.
Remember when they canceled Halloween
Sorry
2 years
about
ago, Jackson?
that.
Or delayed or postponed it because of rain or something.
It got postponed once here
Oh,
because of
because of
snow.
COVID?
No, it wasn't because of COVID. Probably did COVID, but there was like a year or two ago, not COVID, that they like moved to like November like 4th or some shit, and because it was raining, it rained on Halloween, and I was like, who's gonna go out November 4th? You know what I mean? And actually, if I remember right, there was a lot of people. But the cool thing is, I think here the weather's a lot nicer. It's gonna be a lot nicer than it was last year. It's not as cold, so I think
Yeah.
climate change. Not to get political.
Undertaker, Batista, who we taking?
It was Scary Movie 3.
Who we rocking, guys? Comment or
Yeah.
Trump? Comment below.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know, everybody. Let us know who you're voting for.
Type 1 in the chat for Kamala, type 2 in the chat for Trump.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Scary Movie.
All right, let's go.
3.
Let's go.
Which one is this one?
Yeah, it's Scary Movie 3.
Oh my god, I've seen all the scary movies. I couldn't tell you which one this. I can't tell you.
I've
Where's
seen
on let me
first
see the
3.
poster.
Is this the one with like Michael Jackson? Isn't it? What?
It's
Have I seen this?
Leslie Nielsen's in here, Charlie
Okay.
Sheen, it's the one with the aliens. I think there's a giant iPod in here
Yeah, I've
too.
seen this. I've seen this, but I
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
barely remember it. So.
I mean, yeah.
I've seen all the scary movies. I don't really
know.
remember it. It looks like Michael Jackson was in this one.
Yeah, this is
Or not Michael Jackson,
one.
but
Yeah.
some guy played him. Oh, this is the one with the ring girl where she comes up the
Oh,
TV and
yeah.
she fights the
TV is leaking.
Oh, nice.
yeah, and Regina Hall fights her.
Yeah. I will say the movies in D tier are better.
I'm cool with that.
To me, this is an E tier. To me, this is higher than Elm Street.
What other
5.
perfect movie would Charlie Sheen be in? You know, for him
Yeah.
in Scary Movie 3. I'm cool. I'm cool with whatever y'all want to do. That's fine with me.
To me, it's an E that's better. E top of E tier, better than Elm Street 5 because that sucks.
Where's the girl?
Man.
So you got any plans for Halloween next Thursday? Are you back home?
No, we're doing stuff on the weekend. They couldn't decide whether they wanted to celebrate Halloween the weekend before or the weekend after. So they just said we're doing both. buy 2 costumes.
There you go.
So I'm like, all right. So on the actual Halloween, I'm gonna probably be in here watching Halloween because I do every single year. I got a routine going. You gotta watch. And this has been the routine since like the 7th grade. You gotta watch Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Because that's been part of the routine since I was like born. It's like my favorite thing ever. And then right after that, Halloween. And then maybe Halloween too, depending on.
I think last year, I believe it or not, I carved a pumpkin for the first time last year.
Yeah.
ever. And I carved it, and it actually turned out pretty good. I freehanded it. And then Jackson had this like little like it looked like a floating light. It's like a little electronic light. But I put it in there and it lit up. And I was like, holy shit, this looks sick. So in here I had me and him watched Halloween 1 and 2. And I had the pumpkin sitting right next to the TV. I wonder if I had a picture.
Oh.
Bro, you talk about vibes. Vibes were high that night.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched 1 and 2 back to back last year too.
I mean,
Okay.
there's like other ones that are like I try to watch every.
Yeah.
For some reason, my thing
Trick or treat.
keeps crashing like every single time out of nowhere, and it's not my internet. It's like it's
It's the website. I've
it's
used
too
the
much.
website. The website sucks. It's
Yeah, it's like
just
too
keeps-
much for
yeah.
StreamYard to handle at once. So
Because there's a million ads.
yeah,
Well, we can just you can do it on we can do you can go on the computer and do it, and we'll just talk about it, and you can maybe go live on your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like join the StreamYard on your phone, and then just have it here, and we'll just talk about what tier they're in. Or maybe not. I don't fucking. It's a stupid idea.
yeah, no, that was awful. That was awful. I'm trying to think because James, didn't you like join one time with like 2 computers for like it was one of your like ranking or something videos. It was the tournament video or live stream.
Oh yeah. Let me see how I did that.
Hmm.
Why was I posted up like this?
Well, anyways, guys, if this doesn't work for the rest of the stream, we can
This
try
is
this
how I was
again
posted up in that video.
a different night. Bro.
Yep. Back in the wall.
Bro, that Freddy bass. It's crazy.
With all the belts, bro. What? All right, let me see.
If we can't get the sort, we can try this again a different night. But the party never ends.
Let me
Who
see if I
sings
can
that?
do it.
Juice WRLD.
Your favorite, Hunter's favorite Juice WRLD.
It's not my favorite.
Um,
Oh, let's talk. Let's see. Give us a debatable topic.
Okay, this was, I think.
okay, what is the better franchise, Evil Dead or Halloween?
Halloween.
Overall,
Overall,
Yeah.
okay.
Evil Dead.
Overall, Evil Dead.
what the fuck did you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What's it?
Well, because
What did you
movie for
think?
movie, Halloween has Halloween 5, Halloween 6, Halloween H2O, Halloween Resurrection, Rob Zombie's Halloween. It's got a bunch of crap, but at the same time, it's also got Halloween. It's also got Halloween 2. It's got Halloween 3. It's got Halloween 4. It's got Halloween 2018. It's got a bunch of good ones too. So.
Drafting movies, so we can do like, well, you know what? Fuck it. We'll do 10 70 or let's do 10. The easiest one. 10 80s horror movies. Okay.
Okay.
Or we can do 12 of us. All right, 12 each. We don't. It has nothing to do with the film festival anymore. We'll do 12 each. We'll do a snake draft. Okay. I know. I'm rambling. I have a habit. So we'll do a snake draft. Okay.
Yep.
You know what a snake draft is?
For sure.
For sure. Okay. You picking up what I'm putting down?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna write down the list. So we'll do 80s movies. Okay.
80s movies or
horror
movies?
movies.
Okay.
Horror movies. Because that's what this channel is based on.
Is there a theme, or just no?
No. Just we're just gonna go horror movies straight up.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna are y'all writing down too, or you want me to write it down?
I
It doesn't
was just
matter.
gonna pick off the top of my head.
Yeah, same.
We're gonna have the people vote on it. Who's
We
in
can
the
write it
chat?
down. Yeah.
Who's in the
Oh,
chat?
yeah.
Who's
Is
in the
there
chat?
anyone in the chat? Let's see.
Who's live? I don't know how many people are.
Guys,
we got-
comment if you're in here. I don't know.
We got 4 fellas in the chat right now.
4?
It was up to like 10 or something earlier, and then I think Crashing was like, "Man, this channel sucks," and they were out.
The guy runs.
And
it
all the
sucks.
professionalism, man.
I know.
It's gone. It's gone from Horrorgang, man.
It's done. It's time to give up.
It was done when Ryan was running from the cops. That was the final nail in the coffin.
I mean, dude, what the hell? That was Joe Mama. Okay, Dumb Wish is in here. Shout out to
Dumb
that. I know I
Wish.
can count on that.
Let's go.
My phone's on the charger right now.
This is about Halloween.
So who's
Okay.
going first?
Okay.
I will go first, and we'll put the results in the chat.
Okay.
And we'll see then. So I got first pick. We'll have Jackson go. We'll go.
I'll go last.
You went last.
Give me last. What? Give me last.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, man.
I got
Okay.
first pick in the horror movie draft. 80s horror movie draft, guys. 80s horror
Okay.
movies. Okay.
Let's go.
No specific genre, like subgenre. No, category creature feature. No slasher. No psychological. None of that. Wake up. All right. Listen. 12 rounds. Okay. 12
Okay.
picks for each team.
Sounds good.
80s horror movies, and we're gonna comment down here, and you let us know which one has the best. Whoever wins, owes the other person, the other two of those person, a kiss.
Okay. Cool. Got it.
Okay, for my first pick in the draft of horror movies from the 80s, I'm going to pick, and this is gonna piss James off.
Wait. 1
Oh
second.
my
one
God,
second,
why
one
would you
second,
pick
one second,
that?
One second. Wait.
Why would you
Hold on.
pick
Let me
that,
cook. Let me cook.
Bro, why would you pick that, bro?
Bro, I'm gonna go ahead and pick mine because it doesn't matter what the fuck I did or you want.
Wait.
There you go.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, with the first pick of the 1980s horror movie draft,
I know
Team
what it is.
Hunter selects The Shining.
Oh, shocker. Never would have guessed.
Unanimous pick.
Yeah.
That was fire. But, hey, we gotta do that for each pick, though.
Just the audio. All right. I forget. How do they do it? Is it they play it every pick or do they play it every round?
Every pick.
Every pick, man.
Every pick? Okay, Jesus. All right, here we go.
That's how when the commissioner comes out.
Yep. All right. That's gonna get real old real quick. But for the first pick in the first draft of all time for Team McKenna, I select the one and only John Carpenter's The Thing.
Son of a bitch. I was between The Shining and The Thing, and I was like, I'm gonna do the Shining to piss James off. Also, it probably is probably the best, but if not, I was gonna do The Thing because The Thing's my second favorite horror movie, if not my first. Okay, my favorite one's in the 70s, so we can't do that. Jackson,
I got your favorite, you got mine.
yeah, maybe we'll trade. I'm just playing. Jackson, you are now on the clock.
All right, I'm ready.
You get snake draft, so it's back to back.
With the third pick on Team HG, HG selects Evil Dead 2.
Ooh.
That's a good one. Okay. Let's go pick.
And since this is snake draft rules, that means I have the next pick.
Yes.
So what does that mean? That means we're gonna go with long.
You're on the clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we set like a timer? Each pick gets like.
It's got to be like
A minute.
a minute, yeah.
A
or
minute?
30 seconds. Even a
30 seconds. 30 seconds, cool.
I'll go 30.
I got the
seconds.
list on my phone. Where we're drafted. Hey, Rob Zombie, sit down.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready when y'all are.
Okay. What do you got? I already got mine locked in. I already know what I'm going with.
The fourth overall pick, Team HG selects. This is long-term potential here.
Oh my god.
We're going with Halloween 2.
Halloween 2.
Halloween 2.
Oh, I think I see the vision there.
Great size, underrated pick. You know, he's got lots of potential, longevity, a great backup shooting guard that goes along with our main show, Evil Dead.
Yep.
2.
Evil Dead 2.
All right, James. Who are you picking?
Sequels, baby. Which y'all
My
know.
next pick is gonna be one that I think easily could have been a first round draft pick. But I am very glad I was able to take this and pick it up before anybody else. Because it's arguably, it can be argued, that this might be the most classic horror movie out the 80s. It's A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nice. That was one on my list. That was nice. All right. For Hunter's second round, the last pick of the second round. Hunter.
Okay.
Team Hunter chooses. Dun, 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 dun. Aliens.
Damn it!
Oh, damn, dude. That was gonna be that was on my short list.
Okay, so after the first two rounds, Team Hunter is made up of The Shining and Aliens. Team James McKenna is made up of The Thing and A Nightmare on Elm Street, and Jackson's team is Evil Dead 2 and Halloween 2. Starting the third round, I have the first pick again to do the snake draft. Now, I have another pick, and this one is one of my favorite horror movies in general, but specifically from the 80s. I know y'all are gonna. It's not one that immediately comes to your head, but I mean, when I say you're like, oh, well, fuck yeah. American Werewolf in London.
Ooh, it's a good one.
I had to get it before it was
Or
taken.
you're taking all the centers. I got point guards and shooting guards. What else am I gonna do here? I have nothing. I got no big heavy hit.
All right, James, you're on the clock.
Dude, there's a lot of good ones. Well, I got Nightmare on Elm Street. I got The Thing. I think I'm gonna stick with the more name recognition, the more mainstream value, and I'll pick the original Friday the 13th.
There you go. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Jackson, you are on the clock.
I mean, okay. There's so many options we can take this, you know. But
Halloween 3, Halloween 2.
Halloween 4, or
I know a certain somebody that would say that. But
you got 3, 4, and 5 still on the board.
give me. This is hard. Give me Day of the Dead.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Jackson, can
like
you
that
screen share like a Word document?
Yeah,
Do that and just write our list down so people watching can see.
I gotta type it now.
Bro, it'd be 2 seconds. I can give you the list. I
Give me the list.
Or you can make an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I don't have Excel. It's Mac.
All right, just do document Word doc so people can see, so they're not just like, wait, who's he have on his team?
Well, send me what you got then.
All right, I'm listening off. Okay, Hunter, Team Hunter.
Just copy your okay.
I'll do that. I forgot you have a MacBook, so you can just do that.
So, is it my turn again?
It is.
Mhm.
Okay. See, like y'all are picking like the duh picks, but you know, I'm a little different. I'm more for the people. I'm more like more personable.
Evil Dead 2 is for the people, I guess.
Yeah.
Not like it's one of the greatest horror movies.
Well,
All right,
because I had to get the like. Am I gonna take Kobe Bryant? Of course. Like, what are you talking about? But I'm gonna go with Pumpkinhead here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I got mine. Sticking with the name recognition, I don't want you, Jackson, to get this tag team, because this would be the ultimate snipe. So before you think of taking it, I'm going to take it first. We're going to go with 1981's Evil Dead.
Ooh.
Which I
Nice.
personally think is better.
That's fair.
I got back to back.
Yep.
All right, with my first pick, I'm going to go with a classic zombie movie. A really fun zombie movie that actually takes place.
Oh, damn
here,
it!
where we are at. So we're gonna go with Return of
Yep.
the Living Dead as the first one out of that group. And number 2, my second pick. Dude, you're not even thinking about this one. I know you're not even thinking about this one. I had to pull one out the back pocket. We're gonna go with 1981, I believe. Toby Hooper's The Funhouse.
Okay. The
Funhouse.
Yeah, dude, my computer is acting so slow right now. If you just want to keep track with it on your phone, because this is not even.
I done deleted it. I got my team. As long as y'all keep y'all's team, that'd be fine.
Okay. Let me write mine down before I forget. So I got a thing.
All right, so far, I have The Shining, Aliens, American Werewolf in London, Return of the Living Dead, and The Funhouse.
Solid. Primetime Horror said not liking the stream.
Ryan, shut up.
Not liking this.
Dude,
Hey, clickbait. We clickbaited you.
Yeah.
We clickbaited you.
Clickbait. All right, so I got. How many do you have? Because I got 4 written down right now.
I had 4, but I had the first pick of this newest round, so you're up.
So I have the Thing, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, and Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Child's Play.
Nice.
I think that's another one where it's very name recognition. It's a classic. I don't know how well Chucky is going to be useful on the court, but we'll have to wait and see.
He's a good a motivator. A good he's a team player.
Perfect. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to ruin your whole team right there, but I just picked up unrestricted free agent Predator.
Oh, dude.
The Predator. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Get to the chopper.
Damn, that was a good pick.
Yeah.
That was a good pick.
Okay. I got 3 more that I know that I want.
I'm sorry. Do I get?
You get another one. You get another one.
Yeah, he gets another one.
My bad.
Sorry, fellas. With that, I'm gonna go Friday the 13th part
3.
4.
4. Okay.
Ooh. Fan favorite.
And you know, I went against the game. Yeah.
I got 3 left that I know that I want for sure. So I'm going to play this strategically. See which ones.
Are we just doing 6 films or are we doing 12?
12.
Okay. So that was my 6th pick. Halfway there.
Okay. Because I don't know, because these next 2 could be picked before. So I'm going to say Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Because I feel like that's the most likely to be picked.
And respect, you know?
On his birthday, it deserves a spot.
Hearing his name called on draft night is a very emotional time for him.
Yep.
So that's awesome.
After such a journey, from being hated to being beloved to being drafted in the official 80s draft list.
Okay, so for my pick, I get back to back. Surprised these both could have went 2-3, round 2-3. We're gonna go Poltergeist.
Okay.
Another Toby Hooper. And then we're gonna go Creep Show.
That could have been. All right.
Lucky as the hell.
I'm gonna go with. This guy is about to be a demon. A demon on the court. You may say that he might raise some hell.
Ooh, that was one of my short list. That was one of my yeah, that's a good one.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Well, I'm double checking.
You have every movie from the 80s over there, Jackson?
Yes, all of them. Like, all of them. No, I don't. Oh, man. I'm going to go with some fun here. Who's feeling fun?
Oh, you better not.
Let's do. I want fun.
Give me Monster Squad.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
Okay, Monster Squad.
And with that, Monster Squad, we just had some fun. Now let's go with something crazy again. We need something crazy off the wall. Give me Demons. Dario Argento.
Ooh.
That's a good one. But it's not the one that I was going to go with. I have so far gotten every single film that I've had my eye on. You want to talk about fun? This guy might not take it seriously the whole time, but when it's time to lock in, they lock in. A team in and of themselves. It's the Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Ooh,
Nice.
Respect.
Okay. Now, I got 2 sequels. Both from the 80s, of course. The original movies being all-time classics, arguably perfect movies. We're going to go Psycho 2 for the one pick. And then we're going to another one of my favorite horror movies. The original, this one's also very, very good, is Texas Chainsaw 2.
Ooh.
Nice.
Good. Well, my next one is pretty underrated, I think. Trying to think of a joke. I can't think of a joke. It's the night of Fright itself. It's Fright Night. Give me
Nice.
Fright Night.
Give me Fright. Give me Fright Night.
Guys, you know, that is a great pick. Respect to you all. You know, we talked about John Carpenter a little bit, but nobody has brought this up, and that is The Fog.
Okay.
The Fog. Nice.
The Fog. As the Fog is my 9th pick of the draft, so this leads me to the 10th pick of the 1984 draft. You know.
Yep.
Now I think we're gonna go a little underrated here. Some might say very underrated. Some like, wow, why would you pick that? There's a lot more other technically better movies in this. But it's Halloween. Let's have some fun. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
Yep, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. I knew it.
Nice.
I knew it. All right. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
Oh!
I personally am surprised that this is still on the board at the 10th round. I feel like this is an absolute snipe, an absolute steal, an absolute no-brainer. It's The Fly. I mean, come on.
Oh!
Yeah.
That it had to go at some point.
Yeah, we just talked about it being on
Yeah.
A tier. This is possibly S
Yeah.
tier. And then
Yeah.
forgot about it.
Ooh, man, there's still so many good ones on the board.
Okay. With my next pick, I get back to back again. We're gonna go with one that people are just not fucking thinking, and I don't know how many people have seen this yet, but I know Jackson has seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, but if there's any Lord of the Rings fans here in the viewers, in the comments, and people watching, Peter Jackson, before he made Dead Alive, made a little movie called Bad Taste.
Okay.
Bad Taste. Now you're like, oh, what the fuck? Listen, watch Bad Taste. That's my sleeper. That's my Swiss Army knife right there.
Bad Taste.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up the poster for it. It's batshit crazy. And then we are going to go with the Stuart Gordon classic, Lovecraftian movie, From Beyond.
No.
Okay.
I was going to...
From Beyond. Okay. Damn, this is tough. Well, I'm gonna go. There's two more that I want. There's arguably the biggest subgenre back in the 80s was slasher films.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that deserves more representation on this list. You know, you've got stuff like Maniac, stuff like Madman, stuff like The Burning. But in my personal opinion, what's likely the best one, at least in terms of standard, It's a Dude in a Mask. It's My Bloody Valentine. It's my number 11 pick.
That's a good one. That was on one of my short list.
Good thing you didn't take one of those movies you just mentioned. Because I have 2 spots left.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to pick some more slashers as well. Because when I think of 80s, I think slashers. You know, that's one of the big... Give me The Burning.
Yeah,
I want The Burning. I absolutely love that movie. So that now leaves me with one more pick, guys.
Yeah.
One more pick. I mean, like... This can go so many different ways, but I'm going to take it my way. Has anybody seen or familiar with Pet Cemetery?
Can't say I've ever heard
I think
of it.
that sounds familiar.
I don't know, man. Is that the one directed by Stephen
Pennywise?
King? Yeah, Pennywise. Okay, Pet
Pet
Cemetery.
Cemetery. That was my last pick.
That's actually a pretty good pick, especially for this late.
Right?
Yep.
That was my last pick. That was my last.
Oh, okay. Well, my last pick, I feel like, to me, this is an absolute snipe. Because to me, this is John Carpenter, right? It's one of the greatest directors of all time. 3 of his films are probably in my top 10 all-time horror movies. I already got one of them, Thing. The other one, Halloween, is in the 70s. The third one, and my 12th and final pick, one of the most underrated horror films ever made, is They Live.
Nice.
That's a good one. I told Jackson we should watch that yesterday. I watched it, and we chose Evil Dead 2 instead. But I do want to watch that again.
Yeah.
Again, one of the coolest. I think we talked about the last fucking live stream we did. One of the coolest little lines ever. I came here to do two things. Yeah.
Chew
Okay.
bubble
RP
gum,
Roddy Piper.
kick ass.
And for the last pick of the draft, there's multiple things I could have went with. I could have went with the Changeling, right?
Ooh, that would have been good.
Could have went with Possession. Could have went with Reanimator. Could have went with the Howling. Could have went with. I didn't
even think about Reanimator.
There's the Blob. There's the stuff. The stuff. There's the. There's all kinds of movies, right?
Ah, damn it!
I think this one. I don't know how it got swept under the rug. I really don't. And it honestly could have been a 2-3 rounder.
Okay.
And this particular movie was a Corey brother movie.
Wow. Actually,
It's The Lost Boys.
That's a good pick.
The last pick is The Lost Boys.
The final pick.
That just shows y'all how good the 80s were. And that the amount of movies we're leaving off of here.
I know. There's another one that I just remembered that I'm like, dude, I should have picked that. But I feel like I'm pretty proud of my list.
It's extremely proud of my list.
I was gonna
I
pick
think
I'm
something
proud of my
else,
list
and I
too.
forgot. So, should we run down the lists?
Yep. And Halloween 3 just ended.
Yeah.
Halloween 3.
So for my list, it was Evil Dead 2, Halloween 2, Day of the Dead, Pumpkinhead, Predator, Friday Part 4, Monster Squad, Demons, The Fog, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, The Burning, and Pet Sematary.
All right. Mine, I came up with a very personal list while also still managing to be very beloved and mainstream. I've gone with The Thing, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Evil Dead, Child's Play, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, Hellraiser, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Fright Night, The Fly, My Bloody Valentine, and They Live.
Pretty solid list.
Dude, you might have the best list.
I have
Pretty
a
solid
very
list.
solid list.
And my pick, guys, people listening, I have The Shining, I have Aliens, I have American Werewolf in London, I have Return of the Living Dead, The Funhouse, Poltergeist, Creepshow, Psycho 2, Texas Chainsaw 2, Bad Taste, From Beyond, and The Lost Boys.
I love it.
That's pretty good. The Shining and Psycho 2, bro. That's a solid list.
I got Psycho 2 in
Psycho
the
2 was a nice pull.
I got Psycho 2 in round 8. Round 8. Psycho
that was
2,
on my
guys.
list. Like, that probably was going to be my next pick after you said that, because I was, like, in my head.
Psycho 2 was, yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody probably is not really, doesn't really know about Bad Taste. And if you do, you're a real one. I know Jackson knows about it.
Love
James,
that.
you need to watch it, bro. When you get a chance. It's
Bad
crazy. Have you seen Dead Alive?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude.
I should have
watch
picked
those
that.
two. Watch those two movies the same day. Or
I
back to
should have
back.
picked Dead Alive.
It's that was fun.
That
That was
was.
fun.
Nobody picked like Dream Warriors or Friday Part 6 or
Yeah.
Halloween 4.
I don't know why I just didn't want to go into the sequel route. I tried not to
didn't
until
either, yeah. I got the original Friday and Nightmare anyway, so I'm.
I said I tried not to do the sequel route, and that's the second one. The second one I picked was Aliens.
Yeah. Well, that's different. That's like one.
I
That's
started off with sequels.
Yeah.
Ooh, we should do 70s.
I only got one sequel, and it's barely even a sequel. It's Halloween. Halloween 3 is the only one.
Yeah.
So I basically just got all originals.
Nice. Yeah, 70s would be.
But dude, we could do the 70s. I'm down with that.
Let's do 70s. Let's do 70s. All right, we need somewhere to put this list. So I'm gonna I'm gonna send you this. James, text him the list you have,
All right.
and then he'll get it or whatever, and post it on Instagram. That's what we'll do, and or post a poll on your Instagram and see who. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be
No.
back in a second before we do this.
You can't do that.
I'll be right back.
Also, Ryan, you can go screw off because Dark Knight Scarecrow does not suck. You suck. What do you think about that?
So another film that nobody picked up, The Blob. I'm gonna sign him to my roster. You know, I understand the lack of potential that it has. You know, some inconsistencies on defense. I understand, but I think if we work on it, it can get better.
You picked off the waivers?
Yep, for unrestricted free agent.
I'm looking over at my movies right now, trying to think of like ones.
Give me Company of Wolves. Psych, that's getting thrown to the G League. Actually, you're going to China.
Come on.
Wait, is
Oh,
this?
didn't make the cut. Did not make the cut, guys. Sorry. Beetlejuice. That was one I didn't even. Wait, when your Beetlejuice come out? I think it was 80.
That's 80s. Gremlins.
Yeah, The Burbs, Gremlins,
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, Creep Show 2, which is, I mean, arguably just as good.
Burial Ground.
I'm gonna to the restroom real quick. I'll be back.
Did anybody pick Night of the Demons? Then-
Nope. Nope.
Okay. There you go. Well, fellas, this may have been a stream that proceeded too long for the viewers that wanted to show. Are you good? You okay, James?
Good morning.
You swung that door open like Michael Myers was chasing you.
Well, he is right back there. So, where did Hunter go?
He said he went to go use the restroom. I think we call the stream here, but we do the 70s off stream.
Okay. It's fine with me.
So thank you all for joining and watching. Appreciate it. Leave a like whenever you do, and thank you for watching. Hope it's fun. Let's do a live commentary this month while we still got time. Let's figure that out. Let's pick one and do one, and then yeah. Sounds good. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. James, thank you for coming on. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Gotcha.
Oops. Hold on. Almost left the stream. There we go. Okay.